More often than not, when the marketing team wants to design a product for the customers, they sit in an office or a boardroom and they imagine what might the customer want. However, that is not the case with the automotive giant, the Toyota Motor Corporation. They went a notch higher when they needed to produce a product. They researched, they looked for information, and then they used that same feedback to manufacture a product that has been embraced in the market. I'm talking about the 8th generation Toyota Hilux. Before we proceed, remember, I am your host, David Kunguru, with the Tash Auto Collections, where we dive into the past, the present, and the future in the automobile industry. I want you to stay with me until the end as we experience the automotive opulence. There is something interesting about the 2018 8th generation Toyota Hilux that I wanted to mention even before I gave the brief history. Now, before then, remember, Toyota Hilux came into existence from the year 1968 when they introduced the first generation Toyota Hilux that was based on just ruggedness and also a truck that will help you when you are carrying out your daily activities, maybe on the farm. However, there are two interesting things about the 2018 Toyota Hilux falling under the 8th generation. That one, they went ahead to seek for what you needed as the customer to give you this truck. But number two, that it is the first Toyota Hilux to be manufactured not just in Japan, but in other countries like Thailand, South Africa, and also part of Venezuela and other countries because they wanted to expand their market. Now, as we proceed, maybe we need to consider what is under the hood of the Toyota Hilux. Under the hood of the 2018 Toyota Hilux, we have a very interesting engine. Of course, you will find different engine configurations, but this particular one has a 2.4 liter diesel and it is turbocharged. So when we are talking about the fuel efficiency, because they wanted you to have a comfort that will take you far, but again still helps you to save on fuel. That is why we have a turbo and we also have the 2.4 liter engine. This engine shares some elements when it comes to the Toyota Fortuner, the Toyota RAV4, the Toyota Vanguard. When you want to maintain this car, those are the things that you will find this car sharing. And then lastly, this engine is able to push to around 170 to 180 horsepower and also gives you around 450 Newton meters of torque. So that is sufficient power given its size. I think that is much I can talk about when it comes to under the hood. Let us look at what it has to offer, maybe from the side profile. On the side profile of the 8th generation Toyota Hilux, you find that it has a longer cabin and a shorter place maybe to haul your cargo, because the first generation was based on hauling the cargo. That's why they gave you a space that could accommodate all up to around 1,000 kilograms. But this one, you have just been given the one that can accommodate around 500 kilograms. Looking at the side profile, we also consider that they came with the side steps, something that is very nice because this is a giant machine, and therefore when you are climbing inside the car, you find the side steps are standard and they have not affected the ground clearance. Talking about the wheels, it comes with the 17-inch alloy rims that are very firm. These ones are not like the aftermarket ones because they come directly from the manufacturer and the all-season tires. When it comes to the suspensions, on the front we have the double wishbone suspensions that are very ideal because you will use it in the urban areas and also when going off-road. But on the rear we have what we call the leaf springs that will enhance the firmness when you are hauling your cargo. I think that is enough that we can discuss when it comes to this great machine. Let us look at what it has to offer from the front. From or rather the prima facie of the 2018 Toyota Hilux, I love how they have done all these things. It has combined the halogen lights and the LED lights, and for real, they have given you the beauty of this thing. Look at this chrome that surrounds that covers the fog lights, and then look at the daytime running lights that are actually full LED, and also the halogens and the LED lights. And then the grille, of course, it's updated, so this one gives you the very nice feeling of luxury. And lastly, the emblem of the Toyota. So when it comes to the looks, the 2018 8th generation Toyota Hilux is perfect for your feel. Let us look at the rear. So I had already mentioned about the rear. If you do not want to open the entire rear door, you can just climb in because you have been given the side steps. But basically, you will lower this one up and then you will be able to slide in your luggage. Remember, it is 500 kilograms as I've mentioned, so do not overload your springs. That is much to be said about it. Of course, you can see this grills, or rather, how do I call them? The bars that have come as standard with this machine. Let us look at the interior. Remember, this one is a diesel, so I forgot to mention. Let us look at the interior of this machine. I feel like the luxury inside this truck is beyond just what we call the off-road machine. This machine has been enhanced. Seeing that we have such luxury features in our Toyota really makes me so much excited, because Toyotas are not used to having luxury features. Now, before we proceed, remember, we are requesting you to watch our content, share and subscribe, so that we are able to get to 1,000 subscribers and we are also able to continue giving you the best. Now, let us look at the steering and the drivability. So in the interior of the 2018 machine, we find that the steering has been much enhanced with the steering controls. As you can see, you can pick or end your call. You can also add and reduce the volume. You can also maintain the mode to hold the steering, or rather whatever the technology that plays around with it. And then on the right hand, you can control the cruise controls, because this one is already here to help you switch it on and off, and then you are able to maintain your drive with the traffic ahead of you. And then, of course, this one is an off-road machine, Japanese, but it has been given a top speed of 200 kilometers per hour. That means you have more speed. Now, looking at the center console, you can control. There are a lot of controls when it comes to the AC, because this is a machine that enhanced performance and also the comfort. So you can see that we have the AC functionalities that are here that will help you, and also the 8-inch screen that is touch, so you can also control, and you can even connect to the Bluetooth and all other things that have been written in Japanese. You have your digital watch here. Something interesting, or rather the thing that this person was able to do, that they gave you some aftermarket dash cam here that come as standard when you are purchasing this particular car, and the money you are spending on it, actually that is a good feature. And it also has what we call the electrochromic rear view mirror. This one you can switch it on so that you use it electronically, or you can switch it off and use it manually. You still have the Chuma Yadoshi, as we usually put it, so as a handbrake. So that is something that is so cool. This one is an automatic transmission, and it is actually a 6-speed, so it gives you a lot of features, unlike the manual 5 speeds that we had before. Before I finish with the interior of the cabin, I also want to tell you that you can get this machine with the leather, or you can get it with the fabric. This one comes in dark fabric, so it is still comfortable. And also the storage, that is something I was forgetting. The storage facilities that are very good. The glove compartments are there, and the sound system is okay. We have the bottles that you can store on the sides of the doors. So I think there is no much to talk about, because this is a rugged machine, but again, it gives you the feel of luxury. So as I told you that Toyota were manufacturing this car based on the feedback of the clients, they factored in the aspect of comfort. That is why when you are seated behind the cabin, you still feel that comfort. You still feel like you are home. So even if you are driving on, going on longer drives, you still feel like you are not going to get tired. You may not have the comfort that comes with the SUVs, but you get the enhanced comfort that is very sufficient in this car. And you also have some storage. You can store some bottles here. I may not be able to show you directly, and also the other side. And the sound is actually very nice, because you have speakers on the front and speakers at the back. So that is basically what we can talk about when it comes to the rear of this car. Remember, this is Touch Auto Collections, and we appreciate the support you have given us, and continue to support us. In case you want to support us maybe for things to do with the content creation, our number is 0769855353. And you also want to get a car, you do not know what to get, how much to spend, we are here and we will help you to do all that. It has been an exciting and very entertaining review. Remember, it is just brief, but we are counting on your support so that we bring you the full reviews. This machine has been provided to us by the Plus Point Automobiles along Kiambu Road, and we call upon you to come and purchase it at 6.1 million Kenyan shillings only, and the price is negotiable. When you walk in this yard, you will find me here and I'll take you through all the process. Even if you need financing, even if you need a car wash and every other after sale service, we'll provide it for you. I've been your host, David Kunguru, with Touch Auto Collections. Remember, we just have one thing: the automotive opulence.